Hello everyone, my name is Brian and welcome to another Smite request. And this time around it is going to be Osiris, and it's going to be a attack speed or a basic attack oriented Osiris. As for what I think of it, it is probably the worst experience I've had in a very long time. I've tried it multiple times and with just terrible results most of the times. If you go for a lot of power with your basic attacks as Osiris, as for Ikaval, Chins, and so on, if you get a lot of those items, you'll be so squishy that you won't be able to perform it anyway. The problem you will have is you won't be able to get close to an enemy safely enough without taking a bunch of damage, and while you're fighting them, the trade-off is also not really in your favor as the game continues. If you don't go any defenses, if you go straight up only damage, then Ul will outdamage me, Wheelish will outdamage me, Nike I'm not sure, and Toth, well, he can keep his distance good enough for me to not be able to basic attack him enough. Nice play by the AMC, by the way, which I didn't really realize until I now see the map. He put up 2 hives there, and the reason why he did that is because they're actually little wards that provide a little bit of insight on the opponents if they would come over or not. So that way you can kind of guess if they are going for the invade or not. If they destroy a hive, the chance of them going for that invade is actually pretty, well, not pretty, very high. But it doesn't look like they're going to invade. They don't really have the best comp, to be honest. Although Ul is pretty good at level 3 already. But other than that, they don't really have a lot of lockdown. And that's something that you need if you want to invade. Oh, I missed that one. That's something you need if you want to go for an invade. A lot of early game damage as well as some control will definitely help you out. I'll jump in by the Wheelish. Take a decent amount of damage, but Osiris is already very low on mana. Nice X stun by the Ul. Let's just focus him for now. Nice feather step. I'm taking a lot of damage, but it looks like I am going to survive, and that's 1 kill. That's another kill for our AMC. 3 kills already, definitely in our favor. That was a very close one altogether. That feather step from the Osiris was a very good timing, because it denied the damage on my 2, and the damage of my 2 probably would have killed her. Luckily enough, I popped my health potion early enough for me to heal up enough to survive that damage. And in the end, it actually resulted in 2 kills for us. As you can see, we do have a very weird comp. And this is definitely not a composition I recommend. I just really wanted to get an Osiris game in, and my team wanted to play what they wanted to play, I guess. That will make for some issues once they get some items to counter us. Because, as you can see, we have a Freya, we have a Mercury, we have an AMC, and we have the Osiris. Since I'm also going basic attack Osiris, we are, well, all 4 of us are reliant on our base. Oh, that sucks. That was very close. I couldn't stay longer to try and hit my 2 on the Osiris because I would have died because of the minion wave and the Uller. Bit unfortunate. I did force out the purification bead, so that's fine, I guess. Still going to be able to survive that one. It would have been fine or great if I was able to kill that one. The minions body blocked the last basic attack I needed, and since it wasn't AoE yet, because I wasn't at my 3rd basic in my basic attack progression, wasn't able to do that AoE attack to guarantee that, well, the damage while he was in the minion wave. And that's something that if you have enough health you can do, and you can do it reliably, but if you are, well, kind of dealing with something else, then it's more difficult. Wheelish again very low. Jumping in aggressively, I don't really recommend what she did there. She was able to do a decent amount of damage to me, but not really enough to finish me off. Fortunately enough, again, not able to secure that kill onto the Wheelish. Twice in a row now she gets away with roughly 10 HP. I'm not sure if it's even more than that. That's unfortunate, but it's not something that I'm going to complain about. Looks like the Juggernaut has arrived. Since we do have 3 kills, we have that advantage. As you can see, at the points next to the map, 100 points for us, which means that we have the Juggernaut and 82 for them, so they won't have that one online just yet. As you can see, I maxim out my 2. I want to use it as much as possible to poke the enemy, and it's also your only real wave clear tool except for your basic attacks. So that's something that you can use from a great distance, and as you can see, it's already working for a great effect. Tower is quite low, let's just pick that one up quickly. And the Wheelish did use her jump again, and that's something that I see with her a lot, and I don't recommend it. It's going to get you in a lot of difficult situations. Sprint to help out on Mercury, and I'm slowing down the enemy Nike or Nike, I don't know, but it will be enough. Let's pop a mana potion to make sure that I get some mana back so we can continue this chase and continue slowing her down with my first ability, which is on a very low cooldown, and as you can see we are able to pick her up. So that's definitely a good start for us, even though we do have such a weird composition. We got a tower, we have 5 kills in the lead, about 2k gold. It's not insanely high, but it's definitely noticeable. It will help out in the end. They also have a couple of... Ooh, let's see. I do need to be careful. Don't want to get hit. Looks like the AMC is getting hit, but he used his shell, so he won't be dying to that ultimate. I don't know if it would have been enough damage if he didn't, but that's not something you want to risk. Of course, the Toth didn't have to fire his ultimate. He did choose to go that route, but nah, I guess it didn't work out. It wasn't enough damage to finish off the AMC. I'm going to some defense next. The main reason I'm going for a Witchblade, well, a couple of reasons to be honest. The main reason is that it will provide me physical protection, and we are against 3 physical, so that's definitely something that you need to consider. Also, 2 of them are kind of basic attack oriented. The not the most basic attack oriented hunter, but it's still a hunter. As well as your Wheeler, she will always perform a couple of basic attacks before she does her feather step. So going for the Witchblade will reduce their attack speed, also reduces their physical power and provides me some physical protection. So all in all, I feel like it's a good item. It's quite cheap. I think it's 2050 gold if I'm not mistaken, which is not too high. After that, kind of depends on what I want to get. I might go for a Chin's Sass, because that will, or just Chins, because that will help me out with the damage department, will allow me to burst them more quickly. Kind of depends on their builds as well. I don't want to get it because I'm quite ahead. Looks like they are going for some health, at least the Nike is. The Toth going for full damage, so me getting more damage will also allow me to kind of burst him more quickly if I get the opportunity. Although I don't really have any protections against him. So that's, yeah. Let's see. That's one death. Osiris again. Looks like she used her one again offensively. And that's something that you don't have to do. You can just cancel your Suku. You can just cancel right clicking or whatever you have as a cancel mechanic. Looks like he used his escape. He wants to engage on me if he goes aggressive. Looks like he goes aggressive. And that's something that you won't be able to do without your escape. Toth, you need to be more careful if you want to engage on me like that. He needs to stay way further in the back if he wants to do something like that. Because if he doesn't, you see what happens. I just slow him down with my 1, hit my 2 for additional slow. He did purify, but in that time I was close enough to hit my ultimate, and 1 basic was enough to finish it off. So what he should have done is, if he wanted to engage on me, move back as far as possible so I won't be able to hit my 1, and he would be able to hit his 1 with his Glyph of Pain. So that's something that he should have done in that situation, if he wanted to continue fight me. But as long as someone as a Toth uses his escape, which is very long, you want to look for him. You always want to try and get him as quickly as possible, within that time frame where he has, well, that, ooh, nice snipe by the Toth, in that time frame where he is most vulnerable without his escape. Especially Toth, he doesn't have anything to peel for himself except for damage. If you're able to force out his jump and then go for him, you will be able to pick him up quite easily. Okay, a little bit more about Osiris. Yes, on the kill, nice. So I didn't pick it up for nothing. Able to pick up that kill with the Sunder. My 1 was on cooldown, so I wasn't able to confirm it with that. But it looks like he is back, and that's the enemy Toth. He's kind of look for an ultimate on the Ur. Oh, nice backstab. I suck. I suck. Come on, can I kill him at least? Nope, I can't. That sucks. My bad. I really wanted to try and get that Ur. If I hit my ultimate, it would have been a kill. He kind of baited me in there. So that's kind of my greed. I shouldn't have gone for that one. Bit unfortunate, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. As you can see, it took a lot of damage from that Phoenix. Took 2 shots in total. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But it's going to be fine for now. We did push up quite far. We have the tier 2 on the right side. Tier 2 on the left side still up. But as for now, that's going to be fine. They are building some defense items though, as you can see. 2 breastplates being picked up, I think, by the Toth as well as the Awilish. So those will be a little bit more difficult to kill, especially if they finish it off completely. But we'll have to see what we do with that. Maybe some penetration, not sure. I'm not sure if I want to go for an Executioner instead of the Chins, because the Chins does provide me a lot of additional damage. Do need to be a little bit aggressive here. I don't want to give them this tower for free, using my 3 for the damage reduction. And it looks like we will be able to kill the Juggernaut quite quickly with the attack speed build. So that's, I guess, the advantage we have with that. Going less defenses but more basic attack. We will be able to go for objectives more effectively. But I don't think that will be much of an issue with the team we have. I mean, if we have an opportunity at the tower, as you probably already noticed, we will be able to pick it up very quickly with the AMC, with the Mercury. Freya not so much, but still more than the average mage. So yeah, we have a lot of power. Tower power. Tower power sounds kind of awesome, actually. Ooh, didn't think he would fight that. That sucks. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, that sucks. Probably should have jumped, but I don't think I would have been able to get away if I used my ultimate to jump away. Since the Ul still had his jump available. That was a very nice shell by the enemy Nike. I think at least it was the Nike that shelled. After I used Sunder, she shelled, so it kind of negates the effect of Sunder, because you get that, you get those protections on top of the protections that are shredded. So yeah, with that shell, it was not enough for my ultimate to finish it off, or the basics afterwards. With that, I did die, and unfortunately enough, my team as well. I think next up I want to go for a Frostbound. In this particular situation, I feel like Frostbound will be very good for me, because it allows me to stick better to my targets, the ones I want to kill. I can use my 1 to slow them down, but since I don't have any cooldown reduction, it has a 5-second of cooldown, so I need to hit my 1, wait like 2 seconds, use my 2 to get the full effect of the slow, well, to make sure that the slow is long enough to have my 1 back up again when I want to use it. And since I don't really want to worry about that, I will be going for a Frostbound. It will also help boxing a couple of them. The Awilish will be worse off, of course, because our attack speed is reduced, movement speed as well. Same for the Ul. I kind of didn't really want to tank this all in its entirety. We did reset. Oh, I take a lot of damage. I need to get out. Ooh, that looks like thorns on the enemy Nike, so that's also an issue. Oh crap. No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I should have just left the Mercury to himself. I wanted to get close to him to give him a sprint to get out. And I didn't expect the Awilish to jump over. She was able to cut my path off. As well as the Mercury used his ultimate to get out. Looks like they are diving very, very deep. Not sure why they went so deep trying to get the Mercury, who is pretty fast, so yeah, I don't know. That's an issue. Thorns will also be quite annoying for us because it does a lot of damage if you're a basic attack god. Also, ooh, that is painful. That Toth ultimate not only finished off the AMC, it also hit the Mercury as he dashed in offensively. Died with that as well. Dashing in offensively against 3 is not really a recommendation anyway. But as you get hit by a Toth ultimate, rest in pieces, my friends, rest in pieces. If I look back at this game, in hindsight, I should not have gone for a Frostbound, or maybe not even the Chins. Because it's a bit too expensive. I probably should have gotten some more defense items early on. Maybe instead of the Witchblade, which doesn't do that much early game as it would have done late game. That's not entirely true, but I feel like it can be more effective late game because their damage is higher late game, so reducing their attack speed late game is overall more damage reduction. But if I, for instance, get a let's see, ooh, nice ultimate by the Nike, and that's going to be a very big shield for a very long time, so I'm not going to go for that one. Let's increase my movement speed by hitting my 2 and going for that ultimate. Nice ultimate by the Merc. I followed up with mine. Not able to confirm. I flinked my Thunder with a fat finger. Come on. Can I get him? Yes, able to get him. Nice. I would not have survived that one anyway. Since the Osiris was still on me as well. I don't have any escapes except for my ultimate. So I really wanted to secure that kill. Unfortunately enough, Mercury wasn't able to confirm the kill on, I think, the Thoth he was chasing. Which is unfortunate, because if he was able to stay with me, I think we could have killed them both. Because the ult would have died a lot faster, which resulted in less damage taken on my part. And we could have killed the Osiris pretty easily, I think. But that's fine. I can't really change what has happened. But as you can see, taking a lot of damage from them. And since they have protections as well, they kind of have the advantage against me at the moment. Because they even have more protections than I do. I don't have any penetration yet. Except for the flat penetration that's on Ikeval, which is not a lot. So I am going to get some penetration. I think I'll go for a Void Shield, kind of depending on how much the Thoth is hitting me for. Because the Void Shield is pretty good. It doesn't provide me any health, which is... Oh, that's hurt. But the Thoth... not the Thoth. The Void Shield is pretty good in this scenario because we are with 3 physicals and we are against 3 physicals. So if I get a Void Shield, I will not only increase physical protection on my part, I will also reduce physical protection on the opponents, which is very good for my Mercury as well as for my AMC. Let's just push up the right, not the right side, the left side to make sure that we can get that left side tower. Does look like my team wants to go for the right side Phoenix. Not sure if they were on the same page though. As you can see, the Freya was on the blue buff, and I think the AMC was kind of scooping around. Mercury wanted to go for the lane. Bit unfortunate, but yeah, what can you do? Ah, the Nike hurt me. That sucks. Let's see if I can steal this. Maybe I can. And yes, looks like I am able to steal that one. So that's going to be nice. Thunder on the Nike. Nice ultimate by the Nike. I probably should not have done that on plays. Questionable play on my part. I'm not sure if I would have made it to the wall in time. If I was able to get into the camp close to the wall, so to the intersection next to the wall, I could have jumped over with my ultimate. But I'm not sure if I would have been able to get that in time. Because the Thoth is dealing a lot of damage to me. They were bursting me quite quickly. And I was slowed by the Thoth, his 3 if I'm not mistaken. So it would have taken me a long time to get to the wall to try and jump over. Especially since he also has Gem of Isolation. So I'm not sure if it was the best play I could have gone for. But there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Lots of damage. I hope the Thoth misses. He actually does fire it. Oh, that sucks. I was thinking, I hope he misses his ultimate, but looks like he is able to kill Freya nonetheless. With that one through his Glyph of Pain. I kind of want to help the left side as well, but since they are pushing the right side, I don't want to give them a free Phoenix, which is way more important. I do need to try and fight these one off, making sure that I have my Frostbound applied to both of them, quite low on HP. I should be able to escape. Let's see, she doesn't have a third shot, she is sticking close. I do need to use my ultimate, unfortunately. If I didn't use my ultimate, she would have definitely hit my, well, would have hit me, it would have killed me. Because the fountain doesn't heal me up that quickly. Trying to chase them down. Trying to go for the stun. I don't want to give them this Phoenix. It looks like I will be able to hold the Phoenix. And Freya has turned up. That will be a kill on the Nike. And we might be able to go for the Osiris. But it looks like she is a little bit too fast. So I do want to rotate to the left side. As you can see, 2 Juggernauts heading to the left tower. The tower will be down before I get there. but if I'm in time, we will be able to defend the Phoenix, which is probably the most, well, not probably, is the most important. Giving up a tower at this stage is not too much of an issue. You'd rather not lose it, but with 2 Juggernauts coming your way in Siege, you really don't have a choice. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Slowing him down for a little bit. Do need to be careful. He did use his hill of arrows, so he won't be able to finish me off with that ability. Fortunately enough, it looks like my team isn't going to be aggressive enough. I feel like the Freya scooped around a little bit too far, so she wasn't able to come in time. Ah, he just barely broke the tether, but he's still affected by the Thunder, and it will be a double kill on the opponents by our Freya. Osiris and Nike still alive though, so that might be an issue if we want to push this further. But pushing the left side on at this moment is probably our best bet, and that's just because they have the fire creeps, so we need to defend against fire creeps anyway. And the tower is also the easiest to get. I don't mind tanking it. I don't have a lot of protections against the tower, but with the amount of damage we have on the tower, we should be fine. I don't think that we should dive this Phoenix though. As you can see, they have... well, I can tank for a little bit. Looks like Nike engages immediately with the ultimate as well. That's going to be a big slow, and that Thorns is going to be quite annoying to deal with as well. We do need to retreat. They have respawned. Thoth as well as the Ur are back, so we can't stick around any longer, as well as we're all quite low. Ooh, Freya. I hope the AMC is able to get out. I can't really do anything for him. I can throw out my 1, but I risk dying myself if I do so, and it does look like he's going to get picked up. He got hit by the 3 of the Thoth as he dashed, so he wasn't able to escape from him, and with that, that is going to be one big issue. I don't think I'll be able to defend against all 4 of them. I of course have to try, but I don't think I'll be able to do so. They will deal a decent amount of damage to me. Nice ultimate. Will deter me for a little bit. I will ult in place to make sure that I do some damage. Sanctuary Force out on the Osiris. Trying to body block as much as I can. Yeah, it's over. I can't stay in the front longer than I did. And even if I did, they have abilities to shoot at me with 500 HP left on the Titan, or about 1000. I won't be able to defend that one on my own. My team wasn't around quick enough. Well, the respawn was just a little bit too long. Could have been a different scenario if we backed off a little bit earlier. We would have been able to escape from them, which kind of was the issue in this game. Was able to confirm the most damage, surprisingly enough. So as you can see, the basic attack Osiris does do a lot of damage, but it also was quite squishy. Only had physical protection in the Witchblade, which, to be fair, if you look at the cost efficiency and just the way it works, is probably one of the best physical protection items you can get. Maybe Breastplate is better, but it's very cost efficient, reduces their physical power by a bit, reduces their attack speed, gives me attack speed, which is also good since I'm going for an attack speed build, and Osiris does use a lot of his basic attacks anyway, so I feel like it is a good item for him to pick up. Although if I wanted to do it differently, or just if I would have had opportunity to do this game over once more, I would have, instead of the Witchblade, picked up a Hide of the Urchin. After the Urchin gone into the chins probably for that additional damage, and after that going for either the Witchblade or going for the Frostbound, kind of depending on what I want. If I'm engaging against a lot of enemies, the Witchblade will be more effective. If I'm engaging in a 1-on-1 a lot, then you will be better off buying Frostbound, because in a 1-on-1 scenario, Frostbound is just better. It slows their attack speed, it slows their movement speed. It gives you a lot of health, gives you some power. When you're attacked by multiple, then the Witchblade is better, because you will be able to reduce their attack speed as you're fighting one of them passively. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Took me too long of a time, to be honest, to get this one done. It was quite rough getting a decent game out with him. I feel like he does struggle a lot with high burst if you go for basic attack oriented build, because he doesn't have the best time getting in. And I feel like that you can only really get away with something like this in Conquest if you get yourself ahead and you still need to buy some protections, because going for all out basic attack build as Osiris won't be working, because you won't be able to get close to the enemy enough with just your ultimate. It's not going to work out that well for you. Maybe you can make it work. I at least can't. Although I do have to admit, Osiris is not one of my favorites. It's probably my least favorite warrior. Not my least favorite god, but least favorite warrior. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this request. If you have any other requests, please let me know down in the comments. And as always, good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one.